Hi everyone, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Looking for the perfect case for your new iPhone 14 Pro? You might want to check out the OtterBox Symmetry Series Plus. So these cases are extremely slim and lightweight. They've got a great grip in the hand. They offer 3x Mil-Spec protection and they're MagSafe. Plus they come in tons of great colors and designs. Let's take a closer look at these cases on my iPhone 14 Pro in gold. Looking at the construction of the Symmetry Series Plus case, this is a very slim and lightweight case, has a great feel in the hand. We've got artificial rubber sides here and a hard polycarbonate back with a little bit of texture to it. The case is relatively firm, not a lot of give to it. We've got 50% recycled material here. And this case is tested to withstand 3 times as many drops as is required for military drop test certification, so that is excellent. Looking in the interior, we've got our MagSafe ring. We again have these softer rubber sides in the interior as well. Although the interior backplate of this case is not lined, it is a hard plastic. Overall, everything seems really quite nice with this case, and it comes in tons of cool colors. Putting your phone in this case is extremely easy. You just want to start on the one side, and then you go to clip on your other corners. Very easy to get on, very easy to get off. Once on, we've got quite a good fit on the phone. However, these artificial rubber sides are relatively flexible and they will pull away from the sides, particularly in the area around the buttons and your port openings. They don't sag by themselves, but they're more flexible than the sides that you encounter in a lot of cases. So just FYI there. I think it has to do with the material here, not so much the design. And it's also partly why I think that this is so easy to get on and off the phone. So just a little concern there, but I think overall you should be in good shape. And again, it's not sagging by itself. It's just you can pull it away if you try. But then when you let it go, it snaps back into place. And the sides do have a lovely amount of grip to them. So looking at the amount of lip we have, I do have a good amount of protective lip on here. I do have a tempered glass screen protector on here that's got an edge-to-edge fit. And if I didn't have this on here, you would definitely have more visible lip. This screen protector is by Casetify. Sorry about that, OtterBox. I know OtterBox makes some really nice screen protectors, but I don't happen to have any of them right now, so I've got a Casetify screen protector on here. It's actually a great fit with the Symmetry Series Plus. It's blue light blocking, antimicrobial. It's a really nice combo here because it goes really right over to the edge here. Really nice. Looking down here at our port openings, everything is nicely positioned and nicely sized. We've got asymmetrical port openings for an asymmetrical port design, and you should be able to fit many third-party lightning cables here, although of course this case does support both regular Qi wireless charging as well as MagSafe charging, so you might find you're using that functionality less than you otherwise would. Going around the sides, these sides are a pleasure to touch. They're made of an artificial rubber, which is really grippy, feels very secure in the hand. However, I think that this is still going to be pretty easy to slide in and out of pockets and handbags, so that is great. Looking here at our buttons, these are super responsive, absolute pleasure to press. They did a great job here with the buttons, and we don't have any kind of problematic slit button design here, so everything is great there. And then looking here at our mute switch area, I personally have no issue with it. I think it's really fine for me, and I think it's going to be fine for many people. But if you look here, the height of the opening is less than on some cases, I think because we have such a slim case overall. And so some people might find it to be a little bit on the narrow side. It's wide, but the height is a problem. But again, I think most people should be okay. I certainly have no issue with it. Looking at the view from the top, we got a great fit here with this edge-to-edge screen protector by Casetify. Of course, if we didn't have this here, you would have more visible lip, but even with it, you definitely have a sufficient amount of protective lip around the screen. And then going over here to our side button is extremely responsive, and then we have some OtterBox branding next to it, but it's not too terribly obtrusive, and this is the only branding you're going to see on the case. There's nothing on the back. So overall, I think it's just a lovely case. So looking at the back, we have a slightly textured plastic on here. Should be very good against fingerprints and scratching, and it also gives you a little bit of grip. Overall, really pleasant look and feel, and again, such a slim case. Nice and thin, looks just beautiful. We have a sufficient amount of protection here for your rear camera. Everything is good there. And then as far as wireless charging and MagSafe charging are concerned, you're going to be in good shape there. This is a MagSafe case. You're going to be able to use it with Apple's MagSafe charger. The amount of MagSafe connectivity is basically the same as on Apple's cases. It's nice and tight. You're also going to be able to use this with other MagSafe accessories such as MagSafe wallets. Everything is going to work really well. Just a lovely case here from the folks at OtterBox. Removing this case from your phone is extremely easy. Just start with your top corner, go down to one of your bottom corners, push that off, and then take out your phone. One thing which is interesting about OtterBox's Symmetry Series Plus cases is that they actually fall into 3 different categories. So the first category is their solid color cases. These are probably the most basic of the bunch. They're the lightest weight. They're the best in a lot of ways, I think. They have a back panel which is slightly textured, so it's fingerprint and scratch resistant. They're the grippiest, and they're just generally really nice, really solid cases. And then the second type of symmetry case out there are the ones which have the cool graphics on them. So these are going to be just a little bit heavier. They have cool features like contrasting color buttons, and then their back plate does not have the same textured look to it. The back plate actually is smooth and is going to be more likely to show fingerprints and scratches. But, of course, it looks pretty awesome. And then the final category is clear cases. So these are going to do a great job in showing off your iPhone. However, they do have some disadvantages. They're very slightly heavier than the other cases, although honestly in use that difference is probably not going to be noticeable. But their glossy clear backs are going to scratch and show fingerprints more easily than the others. And although the back is probably not going to yellow, the sides probably will over time because they're that type of rubber that tends to yellow. Obviously, I don't have any long-term use data on this yet, so I can't tell you for sure, but I would guess that that's probably going to happen. However, they're definitely lovely cases, and they're going to do a great job in showing off your phone as well as protecting it. So checking out another one of the beautiful Symmetry Series Plus cases in the solid colors. So again, we've got exactly the same fit on here. Everything looks great. Same exact case. Just a really cool, super bright color. Everything looks beautiful here on my gold iPhone. And then looking at the back of the case, just a beautiful color. Super bright, super beautiful, and I think it goes quite well with the gold on the iPhone. So we're going to have a bit more of a muted look here with this light brown color. And again, not everyone wants bright lime green. I think this one actually looks really good on a gold iPhone. Very nice color combo. Really attractive look. Again, this type of a texture we have on here on these solid color cases gives you a really nice grip in the hand. Just an excellent case here by OtterBox. And then finally, basic black. So this is a classic case color. Everything looks great with black. This is like the little black dress of phone cases. Sleek. It's going to wear great over time. You've got a nice amount of texture here on the back. There is just lots to love here with this look with the gold iPhone and the classic black symmetry case. And then moving on to this cool graphics case. Definitely a different look here. Same easy on, easy off. Same excellent fit on here, but you are able to pull that rubber away from the sides a bit. Got a great fit here with this case-defied tempered glass screen protector. Nice edge-to-edge fit. If you didn't have this on here, you would obviously have more visible lip. Got nicely positioned, nicely sized port openings. So going around the sides here, the rubber here feels slightly different than on the solid color symmetry cases. It's a little bit less rough. It's also grippy, just smoother. I think everything is smoother about these graphics cases, like they're trying to be fancier, and they are a bit fancier. I still think you got plenty of grip on this case. Going up here to the buttons, got a contrasting color, looks really fantastic, and again, excellent buttons. Super, super responsive. We have the same design here for the mute switch opening. It's going to fit most people, but some people's fingers might be a little bit hard to fit in there. And then looking here at the view from the top, everything looks great. Nice fit here with the Casetify edge-to-edge screen protector. If we didn't have this on here, you would have more visible lip, but even with it, you still have plenty. And then going over here to our side button, very responsive side button. Some OtterBox branding, but that's it for the branding on the case. Looking at the back, this graphics design is called Euphoria, and I think it looks absolutely lovely. Just a great design on the case. Wonderful colors. So this material here has a very smooth feel to it. It's quite different in texture than the symmetry cases we were looking at before, the solid color ones. So these solid color symmetry cases have a slightly pebbled texture almost. It has a good degree of grip to it, and it's going to be quite fingerprint and scratch resistant. Whereas this has a lovely feel to it, but I don't think that it's going to do as well against fingerprints and scratching over time. But it has a very classy look to it. And while it's not very grippy, the sides are going to be sufficiently grippy, so this case is going to be secure in your hand. Overall, just a lovely case. And of course, we do have that 3x Mil-Spec protection, so that is excellent. Just a lovely case on the phone. Just like with the solid color symmetry cases we were looking at, this one's going to work perfectly with regular Qi wireless chargers, and because it's a MagSafe case, you're going to be able to use it with MagSafe chargers and other MagSafe accessories as well. So everything is fine about your MagSafe strength. You're going to be able to use this with MagSafe wallets, MagSafe power banks, etc. So just a lovely case on the phone. Finally, looking at the Symmetry Series Plus clear case here in the Stardust variant. There's two different varieties of this. One of them is plain clear, the other one has gold glitter in it. So this one is the Stardust version that I have. It is a MagSafe case. You have a silver MagSafe ring on here, which kind of goes with the whole Stardust motif. So this one's a bit different than the others. You have a hard clear polycarbonate back, and then the sides are made of an artificial rubber material. This one's going to be significantly more difficult to get on your phone. It's got a much tighter fit. Again, not all Symmetry Series cases are the same. So you're going to want to put in your top corner and your bottom corner. Make sure that they are fully inset, and then go to push on your other corners. So I'm going to go here at the bottom first, push this one in, and then go up to the top and push that one in, and it makes alarming noises, but it did manage to get on. Once on, we got a bit of a different fit than with the other symmetry cases we were looking at. So this rubber pulls away a bit less than on the others. It has a little bit of a tighter fit, although it does pull away around your buttons and your port openings noticeably. However, fit-wise, in the corners, particularly in this top corner, it tends to pop off more than it should. So it's not very hard. You press it just a little bit and kind of pops off, and then it squeaks back on. The other corners, not nearly so much. A little bit, but not much. But that top corner is a little bit problematic, so I'm not really quite sure what's going on with that. We don't have an ideal fit on here, but hopefully it's going to stay on okay. So as far as the amount of lip is concerned, we have a good amount of protective lip on here, same as the others. And we have a good fit with this tempered glass screen protector. If I didn't have this on here, you would have more visible lip. Port openings are the same as on the other symmetry cases. We've got asymmetrical port openings for an asymmetrical port design, so that's great. And you should be able to fit many third-party lightning cables here, although you might find you're using that functionality less than you otherwise would, because this case supports both regular Qi wireless charging and MagSafe charging. Going around to the sides, the rubber on this symmetry case is less grippy than the rubber on the other symmetry cases we were looking at today, so it's still somewhat grippy. It's not slippery, but it's not as grippy, so keep that in mind. You can see your phone through here, which is cool, and you've got all these little glitter crystals. So these are really excellent buttons, no issues there, nice and clicky. Going to have the same situation here with your mute switch. Many people are going to be fine with it, but people with larger fingers might find the height of the opening to be a little bit problematic. Looking at the view from the top, everything looks good here. Got a nice fit except for that top corner, which is bothersome. And then going over here to our side button. Side button is nice and clicky. And then we've got some relatively muted OtterBox branding there. Looking at the back of the case, I think everything looks fantastic here. Such an attractive case on the phone. So glitter clear cases like this are my favorite type of clear case because the glitter tends to be much more forgiving as opposed to a regular clear case. A regular clear case is going to show all the fingerprints and scratches which tend to accumulate on clear cases. And a glitter clear case is going to make them a whole lot less noticeable. So yes, this type of material is going to collect fingerprints and scratches, but they're going to be less noticeable. It also doesn't have a whole lot of grip. This is the least grippy of the symmetry cases we were looking at today. But this type of material, the back plate, is probably not going to turn yellow. Sides probably will over time. But you got to say that the glitter really looks gorgeous. This definitely puts my gold iPhone on display. Looking here at the amount of protection you have for your protruding camera, everything looks good there. Nice lay on the table design. And of course, this case is going to support both regular Qi wireless charging as well as MagSafe charging. And you're going to be able to use other MagSafe accessories such as MagSafe wallets, MagSafe power banks as well. To remove this case from your phone, you're going to start up in your top right-hand corner where you have that funny corner that easily slips off. You're going to push that one off. Then go down to your bottom right corner, push that one off, and then pull out your phone. It's really quite easy to get off. Much easier to get off than it is to get on. So all in all, I think we have some great cases here from OtterBox. The Symmetry Series Plus cases are tested to withstand 3 times the number of drops required for military drop test standard certification. They're slim, they're lightweight, they're grippy, and they come in tons of great colors. Lots to love here from OtterBox for the iPhone 14 Pro. So these cases are available directly from OtterBox as well as from many other retailers, and they have an MSRP of $49.95. The cases we looked at today are the neon green Lime All Yours, the lavender You Lilac It, the light brown Don't Even Chai, the multicolored Euphoria, the clear with glitter Stardust, and the classic black. Other available options are a completely clear version, a black graphics case called Rebel, a green graphics case called Sage Advice, and a blue color called Bluetiful. Many thanks to the kind folks at OtterBox for sending me out these samples to review. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments section below, and do consider hitting that subscribe button because I've got a lot more tech accessory reviews coming up. Again, this is Kristen with the Tech Reviewer. Thanks so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.